you were once known as a big-time returner, but there haven't been a lot of special teams played the last couple of years. I guess what has that adjustment kind of been like for you?
I mean, when you get back there, it's kind of like you got a job to do at the end of the day, and it's, I'm excited about the opportunities. I know it's definitely different from, a couple of years ago, but you got to take advantage of every opportunity that's out there, and that's, something I've been trying to do as much as I possibly could.
And the kickoff rule is very different now than
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, definitely.
How do you kind of like it?
I like it. I mean, it gets the guys a little more engaged right at the point of attack. And you gotta. It's tough because you also have to hold your blocks a little bit longer. But I like it. I think it's providing a safety element, but I also feel like maybe going back to the old way will be a little bit more beneficial if you want to see a spark return.
Yeah. How difficult was those first couple weeks watching, from the sideline, everything you've accomplished, everything
Yeah,
you've done here?
I mean, mentally it was a little bit tricky, but at the same time it's like I gotta still be prepared and be ready to go when my number's called, and so that was my whole mantra, my whole deal, just trying to figure out what I can do to better myself as an individual and as a player and as a teammate.
Why the Raiders? Why did you want to come here?
I like the opportunity here in the simple fact that, I know Pete and having a conversation with him, he was fired up just as much as I was about coming here and running the ball and everything like that, so and then obviously the Las Vegas scene and trying to build a better fan base. I'm accustomed to not having the best fans, from a new regime, and then help building that up, and then ultimately, creating that the atmosphere, especially over at Amerant or Allegiant, which is awesome. So
you're a beach kid.
yeah,
Now you're in the desert.
Yeah,
It's very different. What's
it
that
is.
like?
It's a lot of dry air. I'm used to humidity and being able to go to the beach and get in the water, but here it's a little bit different. So.
And in related news, what is the best way to avoid getting bit by a shark?
Actually, they make these little detectors, radars that you can put on your ankle.
Really?
And it sends like a frequency sound for the sharks that it detours them from coming close to you. So yeah.
You become a very important advocate for skin cancer awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Why was that important to you, and what has it meant to you to do that?
Yeah, I had a coach, my very first football coach. He passed away of skin cancer, and ever since then, I've been a huge advocate in trying to help and promote, people to understand that skin cancer is a thing, and that you have to protect your body. And even if you think that you have a little beauty mark on your face, that actually can be a cancerous mole. So just having people understand that, to be able to get checkups and go to a dermatologist is important to me.
There's two more. I know Tyreek just suffered an ankle injury, but
Yeah.
you guys were in college around the same time. He was celebrated as one of the fastest players.
Yeah.
You were right there with him.
Yeah.
Who's winning the 100? I know he's hurt, so he's winning right now, but who's winning 100 now?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We're both a little bit older in age, but he still got a little bit of giddy up. So I couldn't tell you. I would like to say me, but especially after what just happened to him, it's unfortunate. I hate that, for my guy. That's somebody I care about, and the fact that happened to him. I know that he's gonna bounce back and be all right though. So.
Did you ever talk trash about who would win an actual race?
Yeah. We always talk trash, and it always went back and forth on who had the best times in college. So.
The last one, former UNLV coach Barry Odom is now the coach at Purdue.
Yeah.
What's your level of belief he brings them back to prominence?
Yeah, I have a high level of belief in him, just simply because, he knows what it takes. Obviously, he helped UNLV get to a good standing point, during his tenure here. So, I mean, we'll see. I can't rule him in and can't rule him out just yet, so we just got to wait and see, especially later on in the season, see where he's at.
So now that you're here in the desert, I know he kind of asked you about it, like, where's your zen? Where do you find it?
Yeah, my zen, honestly, is with my kids. As crazy as that sounds, just being around my family, especially. I'm a family guy. I love family time, so being around the family is my zen.